Tiny little update. It's Thursday, so my friend is coming here tomorrow night, and everything's gone quite well so far. I'm actually on schedule, mostly, which is surprising to me. All I've really still got to do is clean the bathroom today, and I also just have to dust a little bit. Everything's going so well, and the sun is out. It's warm outside. In March, spring is coming. Spring is trying to spring. Has it already sprung? I'm not so sure. But it's trying, it's attempting to do it, and that's all that counts. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a quick dinner, and then I'm gonna get to that. Get to my little chores, clean my bathroom, and I'm so looking forward to having my friend here. When I was at her place, I just completely forgot to vlog most of the time, and also it would have just been inconvenient, I don't know. So, wow, I'm sure you can hear the sirens right now, but yeah. That's not gonna bother me right now. I'm gonna keep going because this is all about actually doing it in spite of the obstacles. Oh my god. But yeah, in spite of the obstacles, I want to try to actually document this more, this little trip. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it's probably not all going to happen on the camcorder. I do cheat occasionally, but you know, filming on a phone is just so easy and socially acceptable. Yeah, plus I don't think I should bring the camcorder to a concert, actually. I'm not sure. They might not like that. Depends on the venue, but yeah, either way, looking forward to tomorrow. It's going, guys. It's going. It's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be a great little life. It's going to be a great little life. Now that spring is coming. Spring is going to be... I'm so relieved. Winter is over. This is where I put the basket, and it looks so much better. It looks so much better. Like, look at this. I'm so happy about this. This, however, filthy, filthy. Made it. I could honestly just fall asleep right now, which is somewhat embarrassing. To be fair, it's like 20 to 10 p.m, but that is so far removed from my usual bedtime. Anyway, place is ready for my friend to arrive here tomorrow. I'm knackered, like I said. I do actually still have stuff to do. I do still have to do the dishes, so that's the worst realization I could have had on camera right now, actually. But alas, alas, I'm going to persist. Horrors may persist, but so do I. I just really quickly wanted to use this opportunity, actually, to just have a little chat, you know, make the vlog somewhat interesting, you know, actually give it something beyond B-roll. I wanted to talk about books because I've finally gotten back into reading. I'm someone who's always been a really big reader as a kid, and then it just kind of sizzled out, which I think is the experience that plenty of people of my generation, and even the generation after us, have experienced. It's just, I don't know, the world became so digital and suddenly so fast, and there's always so much to do once you're no longer a child, and books just kind of get left behind. It's so upsetting, but it's what it is. Normally at the beginning of the year I will be a very basic book girl and set a goal for the year on Goodreads. I've had to dial it down to 1 book a month again. Whenever I manage that, I always dial it up, but I usually then I'm usually set to fail. And yeah, I don't want to fail again this year. So I've got 1 book a month. Guess who hasn't finished a book in January? But I finished a book in February, thankfully. Oh my god, the battery's running out. I actually ordered Catching the Big Fish by David Lynch back when he passed, unfortunately, because I saw so many people recommending it and basically saying it's changed their life, enlightened them, you know. And yeah, I'd never really thought about getting it because I have the David Lynch biography, Room to Dream, and I wasn't sure if this book would still serve me, you know. But it was a really fun read. It's not very thick, as you can see, so I don't really have to be that proud of finishing it in a timely manner. But yeah, I finished it within 2 or 3 days, I think. Just reading it on the side, not being glued to it or anything. It wasn't a revelation. Oh, now you're gonna hear the clock. It wasn't this big revelation for me, but it was a very enjoyable read just because I like the thought of diving into David Lynch's mind, and I feel like you really, really do that through reading his own words, you know. He's got a very simple yet effective writing style that's quite charming, and the more you read on, the more you realize, yeah, that's David. And yeah, that made the book really, really enjoyable for me, even though it didn't have a lot of new info, especially considering I've got Room to Dream here behind me on that shelf, and I've recently watched this documentary on him. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, a lot of the chapters just felt like, you know, info I had just heard a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, again, but yeah, here it is. This might not have been the case if this book arrived in a timely manner, but apparently everyone got the idea to order this when David Lynch passed away. So I only got it last month. They couldn't deliver it prior to that. I have no idea how many more of these they've printed. Is this actually a new print? No, I guess I just had to find it somewhere in some sort of warehouse or something. But yeah, that's the book I've managed to finish. Currently, I'm unfortunately yet again reading plenty of books at the same time, which is the most awful habit I've also acquired with age. And I really wish I could stop it, but there seems to be no end in sight. I always like to justify it through reading books in different languages. So obviously this was my English book. I'm also reading Le Otto Montagne in Italian, which is a novel that has been turned into a movie, I think 2 or 3 years ago. I saw it in cinemas. And it's a great movie. I really, really enjoyed it. It's quite intense. It's about this friendship between 2 men who meet as children when one of them goes to the mountains on a family holiday. And it's just years of friendship and reconnection, and it's a very, very emotional film. Let's put it that way without spoiling it. And yeah, because I've seen the film, I thought to myself, well, surely I'll be able to read the book because I know what it's all about. And I am so far, I am, but it's a slow read because it's beautifully written. Like, as a non-native Italian speaker, as someone who's still learning the language, even I can so easily tell that this is just beautiful prose. Honestly, it's so good, but it also takes me quite a while to get through the mountains of beautifully crafted text. So yeah, that's a book that I will then always put to the side again because I'm impatient. And I'm also currently reading a book in German, which is my native language. I should have just brought them here straight from the get-go. So this is Le Otto Montagne by Paolo Cognetti. I hope I haven't butchered his last name, I'm not sure. Also, like, look at this beautiful cover art, like, I love it. In German, I'm currently reading this book. German title for it is Schau mich an. But it's not originally written in German. The author is Turkish. Her name is Elif Shafak. And if I've gotten this right, she writes in Turkish and in English, but not actually in German. So this one she originally wrote in Turkish, but unfortunately, I am not capable of speaking Turkish to any extent beyond like 3 words. So I thought it says right. Oh yeah. Here it says she writes in Turkish and English. But yeah, it's quite an interesting book. I haven't gotten too far yet, as you can see. But I feel like this is the one I'm currently reading the most. At first I wasn't sure if I'm actually getting into it, but by now it's drawn me in. I'm hoping that I still have the energy to read on tonight. So far it's quite hard to explain what it's even about, but I feel like the overall theme of it is voyeurism, particularly in connection to the looks of people, like in connection to appearances. And I think it's quite interesting. It seems a bit surrealist, and it kind of jumps between various timelines, various centuries even, and thus also various characters. But yeah, I'm on page 109 by now, and it's really drawn me in. And I must say, I did enjoy it from the very beginning, the way it's written. Although it is, it's the type of style that I think might get on some people's nerves because it's quite stylized, but I personally love that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing it, and then perhaps I can actually properly review it. I can't give you the original title either because I would absolutely butcher it, considering it's in Turkish. Yeah, so apparently the Turkish title, oh my god, will I say it, is Marem. And it was already published in 1999, but this is the German first edition from 2020, so it took us quite a while to catch on. Who's shocked? Then the next book I'm looking forward to reading is The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin, because I've seen that all over social media recently. And after reading the David Lynch one, I just really felt like I should give it a try. Once again, I don't have super high expectations. I'm hoping this will nonetheless maybe be a bit of an inspiration, if not a revelation, because I do want to live the creative life again. David Lynch calls it the art life, and that's really what I'd like to achieve again. And in that sense, the David Lynch book did absolutely inspire me. Perhaps even his death just in general inspired me. Like, it did awaken this big need in me to create things again, and that's why we're here. Hopefully I will actually create some things of more artistic value than just me rambling in front of the camera about how it's so hard to read and whatnot. I would really like for this to be beneficial to me. I've also got somewhere I must have what's it called? The Artist's Way. I tried doing that back in uni already because people rave about it so much, don't they? But I failed so early on because I just can't get used to the concept of morning pages. Like, they are not that life-changing for me. They are not life-changing enough for me to motivate me to get up earlier in order to do them. Like, I'm a night owl. Not even by choice. It's just how my body operates. I will physically not be able to fall asleep. Like, I can get up early if I have to, but I won't be able to fall asleep on time. And adjusting my body to do that has so far never worked. Like, if I wanted to do it, if I was looking for like a long-term solution, it doesn't seem to really be one. I will still just be awake. Then I will just not get enough sleep, you know. I do not enjoy getting up earlier in order to write 3 pages of nonsense, basically. I do feel like positive effects of doing morning pages in the sense of, you know, it's just emptying your brain, but that's about it, you know. I don't know, I've never been able to do it long enough for it to have a better effect, perhaps. That might be the reason why this hasn't been the big life-changing moment for me. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna attempt it again, because they're so adamant about morning pages having to be morning pages. If there was an alternative listed, then it would be so much more easily accessible to me, you know. But that way, I don't know. I'm gonna go and stop rambling about this, because once again I've been recording for nearly 20 minutes. That seems to be the new normal for me. And I'm gonna do my dishes. Get the last little things prepped for my guest tomorrow, and yeah, then I'll hopefully see you soon. I really hope I will manage to vlog